Although they may seem independent and mysterious, cats can retain memories for years. They are capable of remembering voices, smells, routines, places, and even the people who have marked their lives. Some memories provide them with security while others never fade. Today you will discover 12 things that cats never forget. The last one might make you see your feline companion in a completely different light. 1. Does your cat remember your voice forever? Although many people believe that cats forget quickly, the reality is quite different. Several studies have shown that cats can recognize their owners' voices even when they haven't seen them for long periods. Your cat doesn't just hear your voice, it also associates it with emotions, experiences, and important moments. Every time you feed it, play with it, or speak to it affectionately, its brain creates connections that strengthen that memory. That's why, when it hears your voice from another room, it often twitches its ears or reacts subtly. Many owners think their cat is ignoring them, but in reality, it has already recognized who is speaking. The difference is that cats don't always feel the need to respond immediately. Their independent nature makes them act differently than dogs, but that doesn't mean they don't remember. Number 2. How does your cat know who plays with him? Within a family, each person represents something different to a cat. There's the one who feeds the cat, the one who offers affection, and the one who becomes the favorite playmate. Cats have a highly developed associative memory and perfectly remember who uses toys in the most entertaining way. If a person often plays with a feather wand or throws balls, the cat will automatically associate it with pleasant moments. That's why, when it wants to have fun, it usually seeks out that person specifically. It doesn't expect the same from every member of the household. This ability demonstrates that cats observe much more than we imagine. Every interaction is recorded in their memory and helps them anticipate what they can expect from each human. For a cat, repeated positive experiences build very strong relationships. Number 3. Why does your cat sleep on your clothes? If you've ever found your cat resting on your bed, your pillow, or a piece of clothing you've just worn, there's a very special reason. Cats possess an extraordinary sense of smell and use scents to recognize people, places, and situations. Your scent represents safety, protection, and familiarity. When they sleep on your clothes, they're not just seeking comfort, they're also seeking to feel close to you. Even after long periods of separation, many cats continue to remember the scent of the people with whom they developed a strong emotional bond. For them, scent is a kind of emotional map that helps them identify what they consider safe. This is one of the reasons why some cats seek out their owner's personal belongings when they leave the house. Your scent brings them peace of mind. Number 4. Why does your cat run away when it sees the carrier? Simply taking the carrier out is enough to make many cats mysteriously disappear. This happens because their memory associates that object with unpleasant experiences, especially visits to the vet. Cats remember surprising details. They not only identify the shape of the carrier but also its color, location, and even certain sounds associated with it. If an experience caused them fear or stress, their brain stores it as a potential future threat. That's why, the next time they see the carrier, they'll try to avoid it before something they consider unpleasant happens. From a feline perspective, they're using a survival strategy. This behavior demonstrates that cats learn from past experiences and use them to make decisions. Their memory isn't focused solely on food, it also helps them avoid situations they perceive as dangerous. Number 5. Does your cat remember the people who hurt them? The answer is yes. Cats have a remarkable ability to remember negative experiences. If someone frightened them, mistreated them, or caused them fear, they're likely to remember them for a long time. Cats identify faces, smells, voice tones, and behavioral patterns. When someone causes them an unpleasant experience, all those elements become associated with a feeling of danger. Even years later, they may be cautious or avoid contact with that person. This mechanism has a very important function: protecting them. In nature, remembering threats increases the chances of survival. That's why cats are usually very selective about who they trust. Trust is built slowly, but it can be broken quickly if a negative experience leaves a deep mark on your emotional memory. Number 6. Does your cat remember who saved him or her? Just as they remember bad experiences, cats also retain deeply positive memories. A cat rescued from abandonment, hunger, or a difficult situation can develop a very special bond with the person who helped him or her. Although cats tend to project independence, many form intense emotional connections with those who provide them with security. From an ethological perspective, these positive associations strengthen trust and reduce stress. Some rescued cats exhibit very marked attachment behaviors, such as following their caregiver around the house, sleeping near them, or constantly seeking their company. This doesn't mean they understand the human concept of rescue, but they do remember who was present during an important moment in their lives. For many cats, that person becomes a permanent source of well-being and security. Number 7. Why does your cat know your schedule better than you do? Cats are true experts at detecting patterns. They observe what time you wake up, when you have breakfast, when you leave the house, and when you return. Over time, these routines become ingrained in their memory. For a cat, routine represents stability and security. That's why many cats start begging for food at the exact same time every day or wake you up minutes before your alarm goes off. They aren't looking at the clock. They've simply learned to recognize environmental cues and repetitive habits. When a routine changes suddenly, some cats may become confused or stressed. Their memory allows them to anticipate future events based on past experiences. This ability explains why many owners feel their cats seem to know exactly when they're coming home. Number 8. How does your cat recognize the sound of food? Your cat may be fast asleep and still spring into action within seconds when it hears a can or a bag of treats being opened. This happens because cats create extremely strong associations between certain sounds and important rewards. Their brains quickly learn that certain noises announce the arrival of food. Over time, these sounds become very significant cues. What's most surprising is that they can distinguish these specific noises from many other everyday sounds. From an evolutionary perspective, remembering food-related cues increases the chances of survival. That's why a simple rustling bag can immediately capture their full attention. This phenomenon demonstrates how cats' auditory memory works in conjunction with their instincts to help them identify important opportunities within their environment. Number 9. Why do many cats hate water? While there are exceptions, many cats exhibit a clear aversion to water. In some cases, this reaction stems from past experiences etched in their memory. If a cat suffered a water-related scare as a kitten, it may retain that memory for years. The sensation of having wet, heavy, and uncomfortable fur can be unpleasant for many felines. Their brains associate this experience with a temporary loss of control and comfort. As a result, they develop avoidance behaviors. It's not uncommon for some cats to eye the bathtub warily or stay away when they hear running water. This response demonstrates once again how cats use memory to identify situations they perceive as potentially uncomfortable or threatening. While there are exceptions, many cats display a clear aversion to water. In some cases, this reaction stems from past experiences that cats use memory to identify situations they perceive as potentially uncomfortable or threatening. Number 10. How does your cat remember all its hiding places? When an unfamiliar visitor appears or the vacuum cleaner is turned on, many cats rush straight to a safe place. Interestingly, they usually find it in a matter of seconds. This is because they possess an extraordinary spatial memory. Cats create detailed mental maps of their surroundings and perfectly remember where escape routes, hiding places, and safe zones are located. Even if you rearrange some furniture, they are able to adapt quickly and update this information. This ability has deep evolutionary roots. In nature, knowing safe havens can mean the difference between life and death. That's why cats spend so much time exploring and observing. Every corner of the house is part of a three-dimensional map carefully stored in their brains. Number 11. Does your cat remember its favorite spots? Cats don't just remember people and objects. They also remember places associated with positive emotions. It could be a window where they watch birds, a sofa where they receive affection, or a bed where they sleep peacefully. When a place provides them with comfort, their brain creates a positive association that can last a long time. For this reason, some cats constantly return to the same spots day after day. These spaces represent comfort, security, and pleasure. Even when a house is rearranged, many cats try to regain access to their favorite places. This behavior demonstrates that emotional memory is also linked to physical space. For a cat, certain places are much more than just corners. They are part of its safe and predictable world. Number 12. Does your cat recognize its name when you call it? Many people believe that cats don't know their own names, but scientific research suggests otherwise. Cats can learn to recognize their name and distinguish it from other words. It's just that they don't always choose to respond. Unlike dogs, cats tend to assess whether it's worth approaching them or not. However, that doesn't mean they haven't heard. Their name is often associated with important experiences like food, playtime, petting, or attention. Over time, a cat's brain learns to identify that specific sound among many other words. Every time you say their name, you activate a network of memories and associations accumulated over years. And perhaps that's one of the most beautiful proofs that your cat knows you much better than you imagine. Now you know, cats remember much more than we imagine. They store our voices, smells, routines, and shared moments in their memory for years. But this leads us to an even more interesting question. If they can remember so many things about us, are they really able to recognize us among other people? That's precisely what we discuss in the following video. How long do cats really remember their owners? Click and discover the surprising truth.